Alright, back for part 2 of today's event. 15 minutes just isn't long enough. So I did magnetic field tool, now we're doing solar wind velocity. This is not as exciting, but still very, very interesting. But we're going to start out over here at SWPC, showing you the information from Discover, which is out at the L1 Lagrange point, 1 million miles from Earth, in between Earth and the Sun. So it still leaves 92 million miles from the satellite to the Sun. Anyways, so this is out information in between Earth and the Sun. So it gives us the indication what is coming from the Sun before it gets to Earth. Solar wind, kilometers per second. That's what I'm showing you here, and as you can see, we have really nothing above 350 kilometers per second. Density here is, well, where it's at. I'm only mentioning density because you'll see a little bit of it in the video, probably, if I see it in time to show you. But fairly steady in its levels, and you can see here when we have a drop in density, the wind increases slightly. Basically, the less dense the stream, the faster the wind can move. And that's why when the density dropped, the wind increased, but we're still below 350 kilometers per second. And I'll show you why that's important while I'm telling you that. Now, we have goes 13 and goes 14, which are here. Goes 14, goes 13. I think the other model shows it, yeah, as a diamond. So a diamond. These satellites are still operational. I checked on them today. I think 13 has been transferred over to DO Department of Defense, but it's still run by NOAA. But 14's there. They sometimes put different names on them. Goes S before launch and mission. He gets the number. And then you still got 15, 16, and 17 out there. Plus all the others. You know, Cluster. I can't remember. Cluster's an old mission. There have been others. Anyways. So this information is coming from the satellites inside our magnetosphere, and this is the bow shock. This is the leading edge that takes the brunt from the Sun over here to the right, 93 million miles away. This scale is in RE, Earth radius, which is the radius of the Earth, 3,963 miles across. The black area means it's an area the satellites ignore. So everything inside here gets ignored by the satellites, and we just see what's outside. But these measurements are taken from inside the protection shell, not outside. That's what this is. This is outside, inside. So it's readings that are indicative of the environment it's in. All right, so solar wind direction, right to left. Shorter arrows mean confusion, or the stream is not as strong, and it shows the direction. You'll see some very interesting wind directions here, aka polarity. So forward is positive, reverse is negative. You'll see both. Alright, so we're just going to let this go real quick, and you'll see some interesting things like down here. Later on, you'll see a little bit like you saw in the first video, and the interesting coming up is there's going to be what looks like a person holding on to Earth. That's the one interesting neat thing that's coming up here. You'll see it starting at the head, the body, legs, arms, cloaked person. It's just, you know, we can make that whatever we want to. It's not the important detail. But this is perfect. This is why I'm recording this video with this tool. And that was here. This right here. This push. That's here. As you can see where that push came from. It didn't come from the front. It came from Earth. Little known fact. All right. Now, what we know that's a reaction in the magnet world to another body. Considering this Earth pushing away from other magnets. All right. We're going to progress forward through this. So, I mean, there is no denying that is coming from Earth and not the sun. You know, our wind speeds detected inside are displayed over here. 317. We've seen some 400s. Back at 500s. I'm backing up a little bit. Even 6. See, we're 3 to. We know what we're getting from the sun. Less than 350. Yet here we are looking at 958 kilometers per second. On that specific event. That was the peak. That can't be from the sun. Indicator 2. The sun's not pushing out a stream that fast. It's coming from Earth. Alright, so it's still fast wind speeds. And then we're back down to ambient. But you have a lot of confusion in here with the arrows. I mean, it should be straight back like hair blowing in the wind. I mean, the Earth is going to cause a little bit of disturbance, but the Earth is 3,963 miles wide. Yet we have, say for example, this is the moon's location when it's here, but it's over here on the sun side right now, is 278,000 miles back. That's where the moon orbits at. So when you have this kind of confusion in here, it's not coming from the one object here. You have multiple objects in here causing this confusion, and plus a solar wind coming from the back. This pushing forward. You just got to pay attention to these arrows. Their arrows tell us. You can look up eddy currents. Eddy currents are there because they are two magnets. Look at Wiki. You see their drawings. But again, we have, why would these be pushing down towards the center unless there's a reason? And we know that reason. And there's a good indication. We have arrows turned the wrong way plus the pressure variance. That's a good indication of a planetary body. We know there's one here anyways because that sits there. You'll see the head. It'll just be standalone as we progress. Arrows pushing backwards. Confusion. Polarity confusion. Well, there's only one reason for that. Alright, so here we go. 1483. Well, we certainly didn't see that here, did we? The scale tops out at 350. We're looking at 1483. And the arrows tell the story. It's pretty pretty simple. You know, I don't mean to feel anybody feel silly or anything like that. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And you can see as it progresses. It pushed right out the back. I'm just going to progress forward. And back down to basically ambient wind speeds at the end. Remember I showed you this would be here. It sits there. That's because it's there, always there now. And now I mentioned the density up here. Well, that's right here. This is the little band. And I gotta get my cursor on it. This little band of energy came. I would say it's just a denser stream. Let's see if we can find another piece. A little bit there. But you can see we don't have much coming. Wow. We don't have much coming from the sun. Just a little bit denser stream. But why would the arrows shorten on the sun side of the shield? It should be basically unimpeded. But the only way that can happen, interesting. Kind of like a pregnant woman, is there's confusion and polarity. And with all this energy being transferred out, pushing back off the Earth, it's actually counter pushing against the sun's energy. That's what's interesting. And we're going to see that's how you end up with the reversal. When your stream is stronger from the back than it is from the front, this reverses. And we saw that once in 2012. Other people have done videos on it. So if you want to see what that looks like, you're going to have to dig it up. Sometime in 2012, may have been 14, because this wall I don't think goes back really beyond 2014 now. So we've got to, I might have to record that. But okay. And I'll just show you this in this real quick. And right there. Here you go. The same thing. Okay, well, just wanted to get that out there from this tool. Show you again, like I showed in the other video, we have multiple planetary bodies here. A lot like this example is not connected to Earth in any way. We've got a magnetosphere signature here. Magnetic signatures are unique, the same as your fingerprints, determined at the elemental level. You should really check out Scientific Lee. He can piece everything for you from the atomic to the galactic level. And once you realize that everything is controlled by electromagnetism, you'll understand everything. How magnetic chains basically form matter. But different matter based on different elements. So when you combine your elements from the periodic chart, that is what justifies or determines what your matter is going to be. But all matter is magnetic chains, because every atom out there is a magnet. So understanding that every atom in your body, and we have 7 billion atoms in our body, we are one large magnetic chain, and our DNA is the encoding for that electromagnetic information. And energy and matter combined, you get life. So you can't have life without energy or matter. Energy or matter can exist by themselves, but life cannot exist without both. So that's why magnetics have been such a big topic around, because understanding that every atom is a magnet and every atom behaves like a magnet, you'll realize that you, and I'm talking to you, everyone listening, every human being is a magnet. And we live in an electromagnetic universe, and everything is connected to electromagnetics. So that means we have the ability to do certain things, and we are connected. And people talk about how they're telepathic or psychic. They are connecting on that energy highway that connects everything. All our suns are all connected through strings of energy, double helix energy flow. So check out Scientific Lee and you'll learn all that. I'm certainly not explaining it near as well as he can, but he has changed my life. I understand how the universe works now, down to the flower, the trees, lightning, everything. It's all energy flow. And I am proud to say that is the truth. Check out a ferrocell, check out Scientific Lee, and you can learn that too. Talk to y'all later on the next video.